Hi, everybody. Sorry, there's still some technical problems. Welcome everybody. Hi, Ivy. Hi. Well, first of all, this is Betty, and where I'm having a live IG on from Vancouver. Hi, Yan. Hi, Catherine. Hi, everybody. Well, welcome, everybody, to join. And let's jump right into the topic. So, if you can see actually from the flyer, today's topic is about Roots Unplugged. So, it's quite an interesting topic because if you look at the flyer, it's a girl taking out all the roots from the trees, right? So actually, in our life, there it's like a tree. We have a lot of roots, good roots and bad roots. So if we have good roots, then we have good fruits, and if we have bad roots, then we produce bad fruits. So today, we actually have a very special guest. So she can actually share a lot with us on how we can actually understand what our bad roots are and our good roots and how we actually can unplug them. And unplugging the roots are very important in our life because I'm sure everybody wants a happy life, a healthy life, and the fruits of our life are very meaningful to us. So without further ado, let me introduce this very special speaker. She's actually from Jakarta, so she's on the other half of the world, which is morning right now, around noontime. And she's a very amazing lady. I've known her for the past 10 years, and she has been also helping me out with taking out my roots. She has a lot of wisdom, a lot of experience, and it's actually a very interesting process when I actually look at my root and how it's being taken out, and also like looking at other people's root and how we can actually manage them. So without further ado, I would like to invite our guest for today, Miss Yuliani, and I actually see her online. Let me see. All right. So I'm sure when a lot of you actually know her, and when you see her, you all love her so much. Hi, Miss Giuliani. Hi.
Betty.
How are you
Hi,
doing?
Betty. I'm doing good. I'm doing great.
Great,
How are
great.
you? How is
I'm
Canada,
doing
huh?
good. Canada, it's actually good. Actually, it's still very cold, so I have my blankets with me.
Oh, also, but in the aircon.
It's
How is
totally up,
everything, Betty?
totally.
Yeah.
It's daytime over in your place, nighttime on my place. It's hot and it's cold, so it's totally the other side of the world.
Actually, what time now, huh? Over there?
Right now, it's around 11 p.m.
11 p.m., huh? Hey, by
Yeah.
the way, how you are there, huh? I thought you are
How?
in Hong Kong. How
Yes, I
come
was
that you
in
are
Hong
in
Kong.
Canada?
Well,
You
I was
are
in
the
Hong
girl that who
Kong.
always moving around, huh?
No, actually,
Moving
Canada
everywhere.
staying here wasn't my plan. So I was actually I actually traveled to US back in February, and then in March 9th,
February.
yeah, so I decided to actually visit a friend here in Canada, and guess what? Like once I landed here, a few days later, US locked down, so I couldn't go back to US. And then
I
Hong
mean,
Kong is
God save
having
you.
yeah, and then Hong Kong is having the quarantine for 14 days, so I wouldn't want to fly back. So
Oh,
I'm actually here, and really thanks to my friends who let me stay here for a few months now. So over the
few
last month, I'm
months.
here.
How is your daily life? Few months in Canada. Very interesting life. Right?
Well, I actually love this city. It's a very beautiful city. I mean, I actually picked up like walking every day, so it's
Oh,
different. It's different. I get time to actually think about life and play with the kids here.
they're asleep right now. So, but
Oh, how old the kid, huh? How many of
yeah,
them?
three lovely kids.
Oh, that's amazing, huh? You
Yes.
see, it's like, no, because what I know about the situation in Hong Kong, because I really love that is we can share. I think that this is actually is not talking about you TikTok with me, but I also want to get that it's a lot of things from you, Betty, because I know that the situation in Hong Kong. How about in Hong Kong, huh? Because it's last time when I was there, it's quite a few months ago, right? How is Hong Kong? The situation in Hong Kong before COVID?
Well, I
It's a very
think
tough situation. Huh?
yeah, it's right now. It's quite a challenging. I think a challenging 1.5 year for Hong Kong. So we're still
One and a
having a
half
lot of
years.
yeah,
One and a
yeah.
half.
So
How people survive, huh?
yes,
One and a half
and
years.
it's also my first time experiencing. I mean, like growing up for me, it's like Hong Kong. It's one of the best place to stay, and I never thought I would experience this in my life. Yeah. So we're surviving. We're surviving. We're keeping it positive. So
Mm-hmm.
try not to look at so much of the bad news. So just keep keeping up with myself and doing what I need to do.
That's why I know quite about you, but it means that how about other people? Yeah, I don't know how.
Yeah, it's
But
very
Hong Kong
stressful.
people,
Yeah, the
yeah.
whole energy, it's like a lot of fear. I see a lot of fear in people, unrest. And then with the current pandemic going on, I mean, a lot of people lost their job. And like Hong Kong is a very small place, right? So
Hmm.
people don't have the space for themselves. And now a lot of them have to stay home. So probably a lot of like conflicts between the family as well. So
Oh,
yeah, so it's very different. I mean, when I go around to different places, it's very different. But Hong Kong, it's more of a what I describe as a high stress, very high stress.
can you share? Because you live in Hong Kong, maybe can you share? Because it's your country and my country is quite different situation, right? And then you live also is actually you not grow in Hong Kong, right?
Well, I spent the first 17 years in Hong Kong actually. I
7 years.
yeah, I spent the first 17 years, and of course, like being a kid, 17 years, it's like the happiest time of my life because I have nothing to worry. It's just going to school and then I play sports. I was on a few like sports team when I was when I was young. So then after 17 years old, I actually moved to US. So I stayed in US for about 10 years. I worked and I studied there. And then I went back to Hong Kong and faced the reality, which I've never thought about before. So I actually worked there for a few years, and to be truthfully, those few years are very stressful for me. It's like on the outside, everybody thought that well you got a good job, you look happy, you're financially okay, but actually those are my worst years in my life.
Oh,
It's there a lot of competition, a lot of competition, especially when I actually work in corporate. So a lot of competition, a lot of like people fighting against each other. So it's a lot of mental stress. And at that time, one of my friend, Lei Hong, actually told me, Betty, it's like you're going bald. It's like I have no hair. So, but now I have no not so much stress. So
yeah.
yeah, it's a very complicated. I would say it's a
How
very
can you
complicated.
and how can you stand? Huh? It's amazing, you know. This
I
is starting.
actually
You also no idea
I have no idea how I survived.
how you survive. You know, a lot of so means that since that how old that you have that kind of life. Yeah, I mean that this is the one that it's like you can talk. How about others who cannot talk?
Yeah, I mean, I think
A lot
during
of
those
people.
times,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people, I mean, a lot of people actually, I mean, the lifestyle for me right now, like when I look back, it's quite unhealthy actually. Because at that time, when I actually worked in Hong Kong, I was like smoking, I was drinking a lot, I was like partying a lot, and I would say I was like half drunk all the time, not conscious. Yeah.
That's interesting life.
They're very interesting. But I think a lot of people are like me, you know? It's like a lot of people, especially those who came back from like US or UK. I mean, it's like drinking and sometimes smoking for us is like normal. And but I didn't realize it. I really didn't realize it. I was like on like a bottle of red wine a day. So I was
A
actually
bottle of moment before you continue. Can you make it yourself is higher because I just only see that you have.
okay.
Maybe
Can you
you
see
use what? Yes. Okay. A
right
little bit
now?
more.
Better?
Aha, yes,
More?
beautiful Betty. So I can see you, beautiful one. Huh?
Oh,
Good.
okay.
Okay. It's like me yesterday. No, I learned because yesterday I talked very enthusiastic with my brother in India, and then I saw close with him like this, you know. So now I can just take care my distance. So when I close to you, so it really can be like that. Come on, Betty, can you share what the
Um,
one just now?
the red wine.
The red
Well,
wine one? Huh?
yeah,
Never imagine you are. What is
yeah,
the?
yeah.
Okay, I just silent first.
Almost like I think it was when I was working in I think a lot of friends know. I mean, my friends know the old me, they know that. I mean, they always know where to find me. I mean, the only place to find me is at the bar. So 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 I will
Mm.
like go drinking like after work almost every day, and then smoke a lot. And then I think when I was working in Shanghai, because I was living by my own. So like every day, like after work, I'll be like going back to the apartment, and then the first thing I do will be like opening a bottle of wine, and then without me realizing, actually I didn't realize at that time, like during the process, I didn't realize anything. I thought it's normal because everybody's doing the same thing. But there was like a month, I think a month in between where I was like drinking every day, like one bottle a day. And I didn't realize that I was depressed until one day I woke up and I was like, okay, I cannot be like this anymore. I need to wake up. I need to stop drinking. I need to stop smoking. So it's like, so that's why,
I lost your voice a little bit. What the last part?
yeah, I was saying that, actually during, a period of time, I was actually depressed. So, without me
Nobody,
realizing,
you not realize, and nobody also realize about that.
no one realized. I
Hmm?
mean, I mean, I share with people on like, in the public, but yeah, there was like a certain period of time where like I was like, of course, like unconscious every day, but I still go to work, which I don't know how I do my work. So it's like I feel lost. It's like there's no feeling. There's just no feeling. So that was that about 1 to 2 months in Shanghai, especially when I was staying at home alone. Actually, I was staying alone because I don't used to stay alone. I usually stay with my family, and yeah. So I think,
Oh,
yeah, I think those are, I mean, not only me, but I think people who live in big cities uh tend to experience that as well. Yeah.
yeah. What I know that you also only have a one brother, right?
Yeah, I have one younger brother, but
So
we
I
don't
have
we don't live
four.
together.
So I have four. It's like, it's some people. Now I can just say that we have to be great gratitude and grateful every time that the situation, right? You
Yeah.
only have one brother, and you never what? It's never means it's like quote unquote lockdown the situation before, right? I mean, it's not this situation because you know me, I stay in the not quite a big home. So I mean every time that I go left, I go right, I go move, and all that my brothers and sister, right? Because it's of 5 of us, right?
Yes.
And then it's like, but of course it's when you see here, see there, and then a lot of class because you don't you look like that you don't have a space, right?
Yeah.
Go left, my brother. Go right, my sister. Go there, go here. It's all around. I think
Right.
it's different with your life, right? Because when you go left, nobody go right, nobody go right.
It's actually, yeah. It's actually I grow up. I don't know. I mean, I wasn't so close to my brother until the last few years because
Oh
like when I was
man.
young, I was doing sports, so I was like basically with my friends. And then when I study, I have my own friends. So we didn't really talk a lot. And then we don't live in the same country. So we don't, I mean, we talk, but we don't talk.
Now we lock down. The
Yeah.
situation pushed us to talk because you cannot. It's like the situation like what happened in when I was kid. You know, it's
Yes.
locked down. Yes, you can go left, go right, go there. It's everywhere. It's like people there. But some people, I mean, it's like if see your situation, you only have one brother and just only few years back close with your brother. I cannot imagine your when you are kid and when you are in the this age millennial run, right? In the
Right.
teenager one, how you
Mm-hmm.
can survive, huh? Meanwhile, a lot of people
Teenager,
also.
yeah, teenager, I was okay. Teenager, because I was so involved in sports, but like but
What,
somehow
what,
in
what, what sport? What sport? Come on, what sport? Please,
oh, I play a
Betty,
lot of sports.
what
Oh,
sport?
I play badminton, volleyball, and then
Seriously,
yeah, but
badminton.
that was until before
Seri-
I went to US.
but you are very serious doing the badminton one sport.
Yes, competitive. Yes, yes.
What do you mean about serious one? It's like me. I also serious, you know.
I train 7 days a week. I train 7 days
Seven
a
days
week.
a week.
Yes, yes,
Practice the badminton.
yeah.
What for? What for the what
For
tournament or
the competition, yes.
competition? You please. Oh my God,
Yeah, and then
Betty.
but then
No, it's like it's really surprise. It's very surprise one, you know. So what
yeah.
happened? So what
Well,
happened? This one
well,
before your life like that or after?
this one is I actually practice. Okay, can you hear me? Wait, let me see. Because I see looping. Okay,
Is that your connection or my connection?
I'm not sure.
No, what happened? This one is before your night life or
Yeah.
after?
Well,
Before.
well, there was actually a little story because I was actually playing competitively for my high school back in Hong Kong. So I was pretty good at it. So actually, when I went over to the US, the high school in US also wants me to play for them. So I played, but then I think it was like this is also why this is also one of the roots that I was like talking about because of this topic. So it was during like the final game of my it's a state championship. So in US, I mean all the high school compete against each other, and then each so each state so it was in the finals. So it was actually in the finals game. So
You drink like me. You drink like me. The water is very
yeah,
good, you know. Just make okay.
yeah, I
The
was a
smooth
little bit under
yours.
the weather.
I know it's
Yeah,
okay.
so
Doesn't matter. Mm-hmm.
yeah, so it was actually in the final. You know, at that time I was only a kid, right? I mean, a teenager. I was like 17 years old. So so I've been like most of the time I'm more on the winning side, like in when I compete. So
Mm.
that was like the final game of my last year of high school. So I was actually playing in a game and playing in the finals, and then all of a sudden my kneecap snapped. So during the game I was like injured, and then they actually used the ice and everything on me, but ended up I couldn't play again for the game. So so it was since after that time I didn't touch my racket anymore. So it's
Mm.
like a dot in my life
Mm.
that at that time where I basically give up. I gave up on badminton. So I stopped playing. So I stopped playing after that. So I switched to studying.
Mm.
Because of the incident. So I just stopped playing sport. I mean, playing competitively, and then I moved on to my college.
Well, I cannot imagine, because it means that if you really practice like that, so means that one is kind of a sport that you really love, and then after that, because of the situation that you got, you have to give it up, and then it's
Yes,
like you
actually,
give up the dream
yeah,
without is something that you.
yeah.
Uh,
Actually, that was one of my dreams. I was before I came to US. Actually, my dream was playing on the US team.
oh,
Yeah, but
okay.
then like at that time I was like 18 years old, 17 years old. It's like yeah, that moment actually I gave up. It's like my dream broke, something like that.
No wonder when you say about the topic that we want to TikTok these things. It
Mhm.
is kind of it's really. Uh, But you are so strong person, Otherwise, a lot of people maybe it's not because of the badminton and give up, because of the life. You mostly maybe it's not only Hong Kong, okay? It's like we're talking about the situation here in the world, right? Hong Kong is, yeah, we cannot. I can say that is. How about it? Hong Kong is you live. You cannot choose, right? When you born there, right? But you see, you live and then you stay in Hong Kong, it's great compared with this. But you live there is great compared with this. Talking about this, but in Hong Kong situation, I really blessed that I know you because it's like you are very tough person. But even that you are so tough like this, so the situation also press you, right?
Yes. Well, it presses me, but no one knows. That's the
No
key.
one knows. That's the dangerous one, huh? So
The dangerous
nobody,
part.
and
Yeah,
the dangerous part also, yes.
because for me it's like more of like I'm the type of person I don't want to show the sad face in front of other people. So for other people, they always see me smiley face. So at that time, it's like
And
I
also
don't
that's dangerous. That's
yeah.
also dangerous because
If
you
I put it
also,
yeah,
yeah,
if I
yeah,
wear it
yeah.
every day,
That's why you are a good person, Betty. You try to make people smile, right?
right?
Always. And yes, but it's sometimes, this is a life lesson actually. It's
Yeah,
talking about, and this is you are Hong Kong, you are a Hong Kong person, I cannot imagine the one like you like this. How about others, huh? Cannot
others are
imagine.
really stressed. Others are really very stressed because I don't see a lot of people smiling in Hong Kong. You can see. I mean, I believe there are more people smiling in Indonesia.
Yeah, but
the
in Indonesia, it's a good people like this. But I don't know what kind of things again. Another challenge, life is always like that, but we have to face it or we don't face it, right?
yeah,
It's something that, yeah. It's like what I can say like that. You live in Hong Kong, your situation like that, and there is an issue, quote unquote, okay? I live
yeah,
with my family, a big family, and there is also an issue. I
yes,
mean, which angle that you want to see? That's the
right.
point. right? It's like that. So it's like it's amazing, huh? So what is I want really how you survive, huh? How you survive, huh?
How I survive? I also don't know how I survive.
And how about this one? Because this is now now we can talk about the connection, you know. That's why
Yeah,
why you want to bring that the topic about the root.
right.
And also, why don't we also see the situation right now? How about Hong Kong people now, huh? In this
Oh,
situation, you know, 1.5 years, huh? Oh man.
yeah.
So how,
There's
huh?
a lot of actually it comes out of people. I mean, there's a lot more like sickness in people. There are a lot more like family, family conflict. A lot of family break because of the past 1 year. Like
The past
parents,
1 year.
yeah,
The
the
past
past
one
one
year
year,
means now?
especially, yeah,
Means now?
right now, it's like, especially between like the parents and the kids, because they have different point of view
Oh,
of the situation. So a lot of family actually got broken up because of this.
oh.
Yeah.
So means that if the basic is not do not understand, if we don't understand about this is like a rolling
Yeah.
the move, yeah, the roll moving from the beginning, right?
Mhm.
And 1.5, especially now also, how they see the situation pandemic like now, huh?
Yeah. Right now.
The lockdown is this? It's okay. You can just drink your water again.
Yeah.
Come on, we
Um.
drink. We toss
Here.
first, toss first. Drink the water will be go down and bring your cough go down. So go
Well.
out. Hmm?
Yeah. Thanks the water.
Yes, the water.
um. So actually, actually, right now for the pandemic, Hong Kong is recovering. It's recovering, but for the whole economy, I think it suffers because what I see it's a domino effect. It's like
Yep.
it's like yeah, the pandemic is actually getting better, but there's a ripple effect on what is going on with people. So so I think for the next like few years, the effect will still be in place. So that's why we really need to take care of our own, I mean, our own mind in a way.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
So what you want to TikTok with me regarding the root and
Yeah.
regarding I think
Yeah.
that you handle it quite well, you know.
Yeah. Because I have amazing life mentor like yourself.
No, life man here is you have a mentor is good. You have a life mentor is good. But if the decision is not coming from you, it's useless.
It's
We can
true.
learn. We can learn. We can get the mentor, the best mentor in the world. Okay, but if you also don't know how to fill your emptiness inside and you not make a decision,
Hmm.
everything is a good thing coming to you. If you not open that, it cannot be in.
Right.
It's, it's again actually the one that you have to thank actually yourself first. Otherwise, if you not make a decision, yeah, it's the best mentor in the world, the best mentor in the whatever best useless. We cannot make you change. The only one actually is you. That's the thanks actually is you, you know. Yes. And then it's blessed me that I know you also. Yeah. So it's how that is the connection now, but the root, how you can just you know, because it's these things is I think it's a lot of people challenge, right?
Yeah. I think to one point it's hello. Can you hear?
I cannot hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Uh,
No,
just
moment.
now a little bit. Just now a little bit. Not
No,
connect.
because I think that's mine. You talk
Okay.
first. Moment.
Okay.
You talk.
Yeah. So I think it was to a point where to a point where my life is not going anywhere. It's like everything is stuck. Yeah, I think the connection. Yeah, right now I can.
Suddenly off.
Yeah, I
My
think
Bluetooth.
it's the internet connection.
No. The Bluetooth. This one. I don't know what. Okay, can continue. No wonder. Yep.
I think it's just in a certain period of my life, I feel like I just want to give up. It's like everything is not going whatever way that I want. So my health, my relationships, my career. It's like to one point, it's like, you know what, I give up. It's like for me, it's like I've done a lot of. I mean, I've tried, but it's not working. So and then I realized that a lot of the things that happen to me keep repeating itself. So that's when I actually seek help from my life mentors, like yourself and and also others. So I think one of the point is that I need to realize first. It's like I realized that something in me wasn't happy. So that's why I basically raised up my hand and I asked for help.
So how we can touch, you and me can touch everywhere, everyone of the one that get the feeling like you, right?
Yeah.
Means that a lot of people all over the world now, in Hong Kong, in Indonesia, everywhere. That's why actually we are in this movement, right?
Yes.
And you are the one that I know that you are so crazy doing this. You are so crazy doing this. I know that you are until morning also. Maybe you see that the connection with you, right? Regarding this. And maybe we
Yeah.
can share a little bit about this. What
Yeah.
you got the connection about your life, the root, and the movement that right now.
Yeah.
That,
Actually, what I see is that because my experience is only a very small part. I mean, it's a very small part, and I hope that my experience like can it's gonna be a lot of people probably experience very similar experience as myself, and being lonely, being depressed, not self confident enough, being in a lot of repetitive relationship with no endings, and it's all like the same pattern in life. So with this, like we are one movement. It's like for me, it's more about like how how we actually shape our minds with all the positive news, positive information, and the people around us. Because for me, from I would say from like my dark and I walk to the brightness. Actually, the most important thing is having the group of positive people surrounding me, helping me out, the support and love that I feel. So I believe like why I was so crazy about this because um, I think the world is like the one family. It's like everybody's are my like brothers and sisters, no matter whether they are in like Canada, U.S., Asia, Africa. I believe everybody is the same. Everybody have basic needs. They need love, they need care, they need the support from other people. And especially during this pandemic, I mean, a lot of people have the fear, and these are the basic needs that they needed. So that's why I was a little bit crazy because for me it's like I want to touch people from like all around the world. I mean, even those like small islands, like out in the like the Pacific, South America, Central America. So So it's like this movement is like a link to the 218 countries, which can touch all the life, and they can actually get the love and care from this energy. I mean, these 3,700 people who submitted their pictures, and they are the representative of all the 218 countries. So that's why, for me, it's like I have this thinking of, okay, no one is going to be left behind. So, yeah, it's like it keeps coming in my mind. No one is gonna be left behind because no one likes to be left behind. So that's why I try my best to get as many people involved as possible.
Well, I think because this one, I think that is the one that need the life mentor now me. When you talk like this, no, you kind
I
of.
actually learn from you. I actually
Oh,
learn a lot from you.
we learn each other, you, and then it's like this actually is when you come in my life actually is one of the big present, one of the big present that coming to my life, and then it's you also feel the same way that then this is the one that make us really crazy doing this movement, right? So we have to thanks to Pak Onggi also, is Mr. Onggi from Indonesia about regarding the the idea, right? Because it's see that your flyer regarding the root. I cannot imagine how many people have a big root inside and they don't know how to take it out, right? Even they don't realize it's like what you got, right?
Yeah.
And you are a very strong person. What I know about you now, a few years back, if you said it like that, from the beginning also when I know you, you are is really kind of a strong person. But again, I also don't know because I don't in also is there is something block us the beginning, It's like something that you also close that one. I also not there to in, and you also don't want to open. I think it's a lot of people like that,
Yeah.
And then how that we realize about the root, right? But is the thing. This is the now I can get the connection about the flyer you say the root, and then how we can also do something for the world, right?
Yes.
For the world, the 218. There is something that is the word about that is only consume positive and then is a share the news positive. It's a big meaning for the one that maybe not understand this, right?
Yes.
But because it's your life before, I think that is the same with my life also before, Is I mean, but we of course don't know which one is the best. I mean, you have your own, I have my own, right? But we survive,
Yes. I think the most important part is we survived. I mean, and I think a lot of people need this. I mean, a lot of people want to survive too. I mean, happily too. So it's like it's different.
So you have to talk, Betty. A lot of people in Hong Kong, in China, in the world, I think have kind of it's different kind of life. You are is the cows is some of you is like you. Okay, I don't talk about others, but it's like you. You have at the end it's lonely, and then at the end go to that the area that you don't want to. Again, that we cannot say that this is right, this is wrong. Okay.
Right.
But it's if you feel it's not something is not happy, something that also is already a dot.
Right.
It's kind of me now. Is a lot of people also is okay. This is what kind of thing that I can say because now lockdown with the whole family, and then I already started from the whole family from the beginning, and then but now I realize this is the one that I have to thanks to God because I have a lot of family now. We lock down each other, so now you can see the good things, right? Rather than, but you, in the kind of this, you survive. I, in the kind of this, you survive.
Yes.
Maybe like, this is the one that I think that you get the connection with the movement.
Yes.
The movement that is like, in the lately, in the this white week, right? In the 1 or 2 weeks. We really
Yeah,
do.
and yeah, and it's really important because the important news is not because for me it's like when I was young and when especially to the next generation because the generation right now is very different from the generation that I was brought up because the generation I was brought up there's no social media. So we really talk to each other, we call each other, we talk in 2 hours on the phone. But nowadays, I mean, most of the people go to the social media and with a lot of, I mean, with a lot, the news actually shape us. It's like what I experienced before is like, before I always like to look at like, health magazines and the media always portray, okay, this is the standard for health, this is the standard of beautiful, this is the standard of, it's like then I was being like downloaded with all these information of like, okay, you have to be like skinny or you have to be tan to be so it's like those are not necessarily like bad news, but those are also news or media that actually shape us. So without like me myself realizing, I was actually living on the standards that is being portrayed by the media. So yeah,
Oops.
I wouldn't say I was a victim, but it's just that I didn't realize before. So I wasn't living a happy life. I mean, I always think that okay, I have to look like this in order to be happy. I have to have this. So, but after that, like right now, it's like you know what? I don't care. I just love myself. I love my life, and but that was my process. I mean, that was what I experienced, and that's why this movement is not for me. It's not only about a positive news. It's about like how we actually understand and aware how the media and all the news are shaping us.
The world is moving. I mean, it's like yes, couple years when you are teenager, it's like that. When I was teenager, also like that. It's a lot of magazine, right? A lot of
Yeah.
magazine, but if you don't have money, you cannot buy more, right? But now it's everything you can touch. It's by the free link everywhere, right? It's like push art to be
Yes.
grow, but it's you can just only have a two-way, go left or go right.
Yes.
This is the one that have to be understand, right? So
Yes.
that's why you and me is so excited doing
Yes.
this movement, right?
Yes.
It's like become is a might, to
Yeah.
make it everywhere, everyone to be linked.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's what is I can see now. Of course, that when you we want to talk about this about the root, there is very clear because you can understand to take out the root,
Yes.
and then yes. But regarding that is the idea about the movement that when Pak Onggi mentioned about Mr. Onggi, from you can also really see in the channel YouTube on him, right?
Yes. He
So
always.
actually in Hong Kong, the Corona COVID-19 is right now is not they don't care anymore or what? How in Hong
Now
Kong?
now the numbers are pretty low. Now the numbers are pretty low, but so it's getting better. It's actually getting better now, but for me, it's whether COVID-19 or not, we still have to, we have to be aware of like the positive, how the news actually are affecting us. But right
That's right.
now, yeah, right now it seems on the coronavirus side, it's getting better.
Getting better. But
Yeah.
again, this one. If you ask me, with TikTok, this
Mm.
it's not about the corona. You see that the situation we're talking 1.5 years ago happened about this in
Yes.
Hong Kong, right?
Yes.
But your life is already happened many years ago. It's not
Yes.
1.5 years,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And you are live in a good place in Hong Kong.
Mm-hmm.
You see, and I'm in Indonesia. I think it's the same, but it's a different issue. But it's a lot of people also end up in that situation.
Yes.
So it's actually the world is moving.
Yes.
We have to really make an action that is. I like the idea about only consume and share positive news. Maybe this is also is the when the idea come, and then we talk, because this is actually is quite only a very simple word, but this is starting to make saving the life of people, because a 1.5 year sample in Hong Kong. Okay, because I don't think that we have much time. Huh? It's very interesting one. Huh?
Yeah, I think we only have like 10 minutes.
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe there's some word from me. Okay, because I really we do it together, Betty. I think you are in Hong Kong, I'm here in Indonesia. It's not talking about Hong Kong and not talking about Indonesia, but we're talking about human, we're talking about people. So you and me can hand in hand together, and then you are in Canada, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how many people right now also can watch and then can listen that what we talk, but it's really very important that we realize, because it's our family stay there, and then a lot of news is like what happened, because this 1.5 years is the really situation sample in Hong Kong. Press people in Hong Kong like that, right?
Yeah.
But actually, it's not 1.5 years happen in you, right? We're talking about a lot of many years already, and that is in the one country. How about the country that has a war? How about the country that has this one? How about the country that has one? How about the country that over there? And then right now, the pandemic COVID-19 is almost covered the 217 country.
Yes.
And then 2 months, one country lockdown, 2 months, one country lockdown, 3 months, one country lockdown, this one. Even that right now, some country release, but it's the situation is not talking about COVID.
Yes.
I can see now COVID is actually something that press to make us move to stop everything that can be hot and can be in our mind. Actually, this is the one that we have to talk to make people also see what we see, This is actually can save you, can save me, means that can save a lot of people, Betty.
Yeah.
Only starting for the simple way, only consume and share positive news. Okay? That is only can save you, starting to save your life, starting to save my life. If this one go everywhere, and especially in the tomorrow is the most important. It's a history, And very, very amazing if you and me and all the people, the 218, will be linked together in the one of the I can say tower, The YouTube, the channel 16 May is the tower that bring people in to understand about this. And then after that, the launching of the video will move everywhere, and we hand in hand together, hope that we can, and I believe, because 3,700 people, they put the paper like that.
Yes.
Means that they are together with us, with the same opinion, that yes, we have to do this. So I really believe about this, Betty. Maybe that one that is I can share. I back it to you again, huh? Wow.
Yes. Yeah, because it's a very for me it's a once in a lifetime event. It's like I think never before. It's like we're collecting 218 countries, and 218 countries basically includes like everyone in the world, and it's like UN is only 193, and then we got 218. So this is like an amazing event, because we can see all the pictures, all the 3,700 pictures with the people representing the 218 countries, and this is amazing. And the thing is, it only took us 10 days to do this.
And that's miracle,
That's miracle. It's truly a miracle. I mean, for us, we know that we don't sleep when we try to get as many as possible. And I believe this is only the beginning, because it's like a tornado, when the energy actually collects in one place, it actually expands, and then it actually touches more people. So it's gonna bring like a lot of hope, a lot of positive energy, a lot of like love and care to those people who attend, and also those people who don't attend, because the people who attended will be spreading it out to more people. So I really encourage, I mean, especially for those who are watching right now, really attend this Saturday meeting at 8:30 GMT plus 7. So you get to experience firsthand, because this is only once in a lifetime. Okay, once in a lifetime. And of course, we don't want another pandemic, but this is once in a lifetime. You get to be with 218 countries, and
With
to
the
see all the pictures
3,700.
and the 3,700 pictures, and especially for those, yeah. So it's really exciting. I mean, it's I think it's one of the God's plan that we have this movement, and really thank you to Mr. Ongi, who actually create this idea of having this movement, because I truly believe that this will touch life of people all over the world.
Good.
Yeah.
Why don't we campaign this? Huh?
Yeah.
Only 1 day or 2 days more we campaign this, because it's a lot of people have to be saved.
Yes, it's truly.
A lot of people to be saved all over the world. The one that never know about this, we have to talk and talk. We still have time to talk. So
Yes.
I think that maybe whoever that right now also together with us, so we can just only, the things that we can do is only can talk, and make them also attend tomorrow.
Yes.
So it's very important is to feeling that, like what you get, feeling to be safe.
Yes.
That the happiness inside that sometimes is not come out, because that is the feeling is still not get it. So it's a drop hope or drop things that we can just send. It's really amazing.
Yes.
Well, our time is finished, huh?
Yeah, I think our time is almost up.
So you cannot just get that whoever want to answer. Oh, sorry, I don't. Bye with the people here, Betty.
Yeah,
Maybe
also
it's like
everyone who's watching. Also,
yeah. So maybe we can talk more about this, huh?
guys, yeah, I think we can
Yeah.
we can actually talk more, because I think this is only the beginning of the topic. We
Yeah.
haven't really dived into it, and I believe that, I mean, a lot of people, especially hearing from you, Miss Yuliani, will get a lot of wisdom, because you're the one who actually touched my life, and I see like firsthand like how you actually changes other people's life. So I believe having this channel and having this conversation actually benefits a lot of people worldwide, because I understand that like people all over the world will be watching this as well. So thank you so much for sharing with us.
Thank you to invite me. But the last word, actually, you're the one that touched my life. Thank you, Betty.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Steve.
thank you.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I think we don't have a lot of time, so I think maybe we'll have a next session moving on, so we can continue. And thank you for attending, for watching this live. So thank you once again. Have a great day, and remember, go live on the other channel. We are One Movement at 8:30 p.m. Jakarta time. Ask all your friends and families, and spread this news out, so we get as many people in as possible to experience this historical moment. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Yeah, Betty. Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye,
Miss
Canada.
Bye.
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 Drink water. Bye.
Bye. Love you. Bye bye.
Yeah, God bless. Bye.
Bye bye. Bye all. Bye all.
Bye.
Love you guys. Bye bye.
Yep. You off first, huh?
Okay.
Okay.